Hello everyone, thank you for being with me. I'd like to talk this time about something that you might have also experienced in your lives, or you observed it, or you saw someone that tries hard and he or she say, please universe, or please God, or please whatever they believe in, I'm ready for the next level and just give me a chance and I will prove that I'm ready for it. Somehow, something happens. Many elements meet and it looks like it's a glitch in the matrix. It should have not happened. But something happens and it gives that person a lifetime opportunity. And it is a tragedy how he or she loses it all. Perhaps you know the story of the person that wins the lottery and he says, all I need is just a capital. All I just need is an amount of money that I can start a business or create something sustainable or something meaningful. But all what stands between me and success is only that money. And you know what? That person wins the lottery or he gets some kind of heritage. He inherits money or gets an amount of money that is enough to sustain him his whole life or her whole life. But because they're not ready for it, because they don't know how to manage it, they didn't create it themselves, they use it within a short period of time. And I've been observing that again and again, where people so easily abuse power that is given to them out of nowhere. They misjudge the scene, they misunderstand, or they forget why things happen that way, where this thing came from actually, and they prefer to sell themselves stories that they are creative and they are geniuses, and because of them, everything happened that way. But their refusal to acknowledge the sources or the real causes of things make them grow arrogant to a level where they abuse the power and where everything collapses. It is really tragic to see people, and I've been observing that and I've witnessed that so many times, especially where people are working on themselves hard and they want to reach that level of sovereignty and self-determination and wealth and success and growth and all those things. It's not that everybody has to be 100% ready for something to achieve. You know, you don't have to have all the skills necessary in order to build any project, but you need to have some kind of humility and allow things to happen. When the things happen and the magic in your life happens, it's not because you made it happen because you are genius. It's because there's some higher consciousness that puts so many things together in synchronicity, including your part, and it should serve so many purposes. But some people misunderstand or mistake or confuse the situation. So they try to take advantage of things or try to control the synchronicity in order, perhaps out of their fears, out of their need to control, out of whatever interest, out of their whims, narcissistic whims. So what happens is they try to control all factors of that synchronicity, and at that moment, they lose it all. Some people might get really bad sicknesses. I don't want to talk about those things because I'm not a doctor, but I've witnessed some people, for example, a man who has a very loyal daughter, and he betrayed that relationship for a whim of an illusion of a woman that showed him some interest. And he really betrayed all his family for that whim. And the moment that whim realized, it's so easy to manipulate that man. He's not interesting anymore. After she separated him from his family, she left him. But all the other people that realized that their dignity was hurt, they would not come back again. And then that man stayed on his own and died on his own. Same thing happened with other people who get suddenly attention and love, unconditional attention, and even money. But when they reach a certain amount of success, they turn abusive. They grow arrogant and become abusive. And they start to judge and to think that they are actually the mind behind everything, and they are the ones who actually created everything. And they start to reject any perception or any opinion that doesn't validate that, and start to abuse anything, any criticism or any mirror that mirrors reality, because deep down they know that they are not the real cause behind that achievement, behind that success. They might abuse other people who maybe perhaps fall in line easily or get easily intimidated, but to hold an objective-oriented project does not tolerate abuse. You can hurt your clients, you can hurt your fan base, you can hurt the people that you work with. And now, if somebody created the wealth on his own, he must learn that. Because in the beginning, when somebody flies low, when one falls, it's not so painful. But if you give so much responsibility to someone who's not ready for that responsibility, and you allow them to fly high, if they fall from there, that would be painful and might be irreversible. People don't get too many chances. Getting a chance and abusing it might be painful. On the other hand, if one is not ready for that amount of glory, for that amount of success, for that amount of fame, for that amount of attention, for that amount of wealth and money, etc., readiness is from within. It's not, oh, I'm genius, I'm ready. Intellectually, emotionally, spiritually, I'm ready. All I need is just that amount of money in order for me to achieve success and to prove that. No, if you don't already have that amount of money, it means that you're not ready for it, because if you would have been ready for it, you would have created it. But the fact that you've not created it, it means that you're not ready for it. If you talk about, if only I'm having attention and fame from people who on my channels, and it means that then I will be able to transfer my messages and to inspire people. No. If you still don't have it, it means that you don't have what it takes. If you would have started doing that and created that, you would have built that readiness. The higher you fly, the more ready you become, the more careful you are, the more responsible, because you really appreciate every penny. You appreciate every small detail in the process. That's why you see people that treat money like as if they are not, because they didn't create it. Perhaps they inherited it. So they have no appreciation for what it really means. They have no real appreciation for what success means. They have no real appreciation of what a fan base means. That's why they abuse it. So I just wanted to share this story, because again and again, I'm seeing people in that place, even people that I personally help. And in the beginning, when we work with each other too, when we work together, and I help them in their project because of my background, and they come humble, they come ready to listen, they come ready to learn. And that emotional state, that readiness, put them in a place of gratitude and acknowledgement, where they absorb knowledge and information, and they change quickly. They become more present. But when they get a little bit attention and success, they forget that state of mind, and they start to think in ways that are self-destructive. They get arrogant. They get too self-confident. Confidence that is not in line with their abilities, professional abilities, emotional abilities, intellectual abilities. But they get too confident because somebody else built that success for them. They now fly high, and they think they can do whatever they want. So I'm trying to catch this theme from different points of view to share what is on my mind. I hope this message reaches out. Thank you everyone for staying with me. I'm Shredy Jabarin. Ciao.